Good evening, listeners, and welcome back to Perspectives, live here with Ashley Berges with 570 KLIF and iHeart Radio. We're joining this evening on the red carpet here in Dallas, Texas, with the opening of the film Jobs. We'll be being able to interview some and several of the key members, as well as some of the stars, as well as some of the executive producers this evening. We'll be talking about the film and their purpose for making it. So we'll be right back. So I'm with Josh Gad here, Perspectives with Ashley Berges live here on iHeart Radio. So first off, from another National Forensics League competitor and a quad Ruby individual, I know that you are at NFL as well.
I competed in NFL through high school about 96 through 99.
Pretty cool.
It was awesome. I was very blessed. I won 3 times the National Forensics Tournament, and to this day I'm recognized more for that success than any of my film or TV work. So I'm happy that I've left some sort of legacy.
So on this film, you actually play Apple's co-founder, Steve Wozniak. So as Wozniak's visionary, what do you see was the purpose within this film? I mean, what was kind of your purpose as your character pushing this film along?
Well, I think as it relates to the development of the Apple computer and the development of Apple as a corporation, Steve Wozniak's contributions were profound. He essentially invented the technology that allowed Steve Jobs to then parlay that into profitability. And I think that their journey together, their unlikely journey as this pairing, I like to compare the two of them to Paul McCartney and John Lennon, is one of those trajectories that basically altered the tech industry forever.
Awesome. I agree. I also have stock in Apple as well. I'm really hoping that we can increase back up to at least 600. We'll discuss that later, though. Maybe if you have any information on that. So from you from the film as well, so you not only directed this film, what are some of the most recent projects you're working on as well besides this one?
Well, I'm working on a few. I directed a film called Swing Vote before this. And so right now it's all about jobs. It's all about getting it out there and getting the word out, getting everybody to see it on August 16th. And we're very proud of it.
So let me ask you as well. So Joshua is the director here for Jobs, the film. What was your purpose for making the film?
I think it's ultimately a very inspired story. It tells a story of someone who's very flawed, but through his flaws and his fearlessness, really does something amazing. And I think we all have that in ourselves to do something great and to not be afraid. And I think that's what the movie's about for me. It's got a great message.
I totally agree. I think that all of us have a sole purpose. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We've been glad to have you here on Perspectives.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Y'all have a good night. Hey, welcome back to Perspectives with Ashley Berges live here on 570 KLIF or iHeart Radio. Tonight we've been actually doing some really great interviews on here on the red carpet for the recent film Jobs, coming out in a couple of weeks, that really signifies and details the life and the career of Steve Jobs, the creator of Apple. We've been talking with a lot of people. We've been talking with Josh Gad, as well as Joshua, the film's director. Tomorrow we have some interesting interviews as well over at the Ritz-Carlton to discuss more about the project, the purpose, and the perspective of why they chose to do this film, star in this film, and believe in this film. So until next time, we'll be back with a little more Perspectives with Ashley Berges live here on 570 KLIF. Have a good night.